Yes, ma'am.
So in this chapter, that is wastewater story, that we are going to read about that how the fresh water that we are using and the wastewater that is coming out from the waste, from the
Yes.
houses, from the factories, from anywhere, how they are going through, what is their journey. Because if this wastewater are just put into the water body or the land without treatment, what will happen? That land and that part will get again polluted, because
And
all
it
the
will
harm.
be also be polluted.
Yes, it will become harmful, because all the polluted chemical substances will get added up to the soil also. And also, if it that sewage, if it just directly put into the water bodies, what will happen? It will affect the that is aquatic
Yes, ma'am.
environment.
It will have. Yes, ma'am.
So what will happen? The fishes, the animals
Yes,
over
they
there,
will
the
die.
plants
Ma'am,
over there,
all will die.
And they
Ma'am, all
can't
the
breathe.
aquatic animals will die.
they would start to
Yes,
suffer.
ma'am.
And in some
Yes,
extreme
ma'am.
condition, when the dissolved oxygen will be less or less, they will start to die.
Yes,
Sometimes
ma'am.
the pH means the acidity or the basicity of the water changes. Normally animals can survive in the neutral condition, that where the water is
Yes,
should
ma'am.
be neutral, that is pH of 7. Do you remember we have read about pH paper in acid and base?
Yes,
So,
ma'am.
so if we add acid, that is the waste from the factories are mainly acidic. They are acidic in nature. So
Yes,
when
ma'am.
they are adding them directly without treating them, without neutralizing them, so what we have to do? We have to treat that
Yes, ma'am. We have
waste.
to
We have
treat
to,
the
if
waste.
it is acid, we have to add base. Do you remember acid, base, and
Then we
salt
have to
last?
make
Yes,
it
ma'am.
neutral.
Yes,
Ma'am,
ma'am.
if
Last
it is
point
acid,
Once
we
was
have
it
to
gets
put.
treatment
neutral.
of
And if
factory
it base, we
waste.
have to put acid.
We have read about treatment of factory
Yes,
waste.
ma'am, to
Yes.
make it neutral.
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
So
To
if it
make
is
it neutral.
acidic, we have to add base to neutralize. If it is
Yes,
basic, we have
ma'am.
to add acid to
Acid.
it to neutralize them. So everything, there may be some other harmful chemicals also, heavy metals also. So we have to treat water through different steps. Here we are going to read about those treatment of water, how water is purified. Okay,
Yes, ma'am.
so you have seen that the
Yes,
water that
ma'am.
is running through the dead drains, through the manholes, you have seen they are so much dirty. And along with that, you can find plastics also, non biodegradable substances along with that.
Yes, ma'am.
So what will
Yes,
happen?
ma'am.
They are actually choking the drainage.
Yes,
Sometimes you have
ma'am.
seen in
And
the
they will,
rainy.
the water flow will stop. Water flow will
Yes.
stop.
So sometimes unknowingly, but I think you are not doing unknowingly. We are throwing out those wrappers, those that cheapskate wrappers that we in the drain, but we are not supposed to do, because if they are not biodegradable, if they are put into the drain through which only water waste should run, so what will happen? They will block the way.
Yes,
and
ma'am.
and during rainy season, what will happen? A little bit of rain, heavy rain, it will just flood away, that the drains will come out, that the
And the
dirty water will come
overflow.
out.
And they
It
will
will
overflow.
overflow, and it will just cover the roads also, and sometimes they enter our
Yes,
houses
ma'am.
also in
Yes,
some
ma'am.
places. And
Yes, ma'am.
in Islamabad it happens. Yes. So this is a major issue,
Yes,
not
ma'am.
only for an individual but for the society, for the whole world also. So we have to treat, and we have to recycle water also. That is one more thing. Water is a very precious resource, but we don't know its value because it is available in so much of amount, है ना? But a time
Yes,
will
ma'am.
come that every, we are putting RO, we are putting that purifiers in a house, so we are giving some cost to get good water.
Yes,
Earlier,
ma'am.
in earlier times, we
Yes,
are not,
ma'am.
because that at that time water was not that much that sorry, contaminated. But nowadays we are not able to have that water directly. Tap water agar piyoge, thus you may have some problem. So we are using purifiers, we are using ROs in our
Yes,
houses.
ma'am.
So actually we are buying water. And you have seen outside also, when you are going for a journey, if you don't have water bottle, you just have to buy the water. So
Yes,
crisis.
ma'am.
So for pure water, this there is all that crisis has started. So how we are going to manage it? By recycling water, by purifying
Yes, ma'am.
water,
By
and
recycling.
by and reusing it. So in this chapter, we are going through this part.
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
Yes, Prem.
Yes,
Yesterday, I
ma'am.
think Aditya has read.
Yes, ma'am. I have read.
Okay. Yes, Prem read the chapter. Start.
Ma'am, after praying, can I read?
Yes, Harsh.
Okay,
Ma'am, Harsh,
ma'am.
after I'm read.
Chapter 18, Wastewater Story. All of us use water in our homes and make it dirty. Dirty, are you surprised? Rich in leather mixed with oil, black, brown water. that goes down the drains from sinks, showers, toilet, laundries is dirty. It is called wastewater. This
So
use
if a question comes, what is wastewater? This will be the answer. Okay. So what is it? That water that mixed with lather. You have seen after washing that the lather that is formed, the jhank जो जिसको कहते हो, mixed with oil.
Yes,
Sometimes the
ma'am.
kitchen waste contains
Yes,
oil.
ma'am.
Yes, and the dirty water, all that will make up the showering after toilet, after laundry wash, everything that will mix up and form the wastewater, and it is called. So this type of water is called wastewater that we are not
Wastewater.
able to use directly. Are you able to use that wastewater directly? No.
No, ma'am.
Hence,
no,
it is
ma'am.
called waste. It has been
No,
wasted. We are
ma'am.
not able to use. Yes. Now continue, Prem.
This used water should not be wasted. We must clean it by removing pollutants. Have you ever thought where the wastewater goes and what happens to it? 18.1 Water our lifeline. Clean water is a basic need of human being. Let us make a mind map of many uses of clean water. Activity 18.1. We have given one example of use of clean water. You can add many more. Clean water that is fit for our use is unfortunately not available to all. It has been reported that more than 1 billion of people have no access to safe drinking water. This accounts for a large number of water-related disease and even death. People, even children, walk for several kilometers to collect clean water, as you read in chapter 16. Is it not a serious matter for human dignity?
Okay, so what happens? You have seen in Rajasthan where there is scarcity of water. The
Yes,
people over
ma'am.
there, they have to go a long distance for getting pure water. So water is very very
Yes,
precious. We have to
ma'am.
take care,
Yes, ma'am.
and that is a dignity.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Next, continue, Prem.
You have studied in chapter 16 about the increasing scarcity of fresh water due to population growth, pollution, industrial development, mismanagement, and other factors, releasing the urgency of the situation of World Water Day.
Releasing no nahi Prem, it is realizing, so that the situation become a serious one. So urgency means immediate, we have to take some immediate action, so that we have realized now, है ना? Now too much, to some extent we are being conscious. Not only we, many people are conscious and many people are not, but there is a consciousness that has grown, and that is why this chapter is there in your book, है ना? Otherwise this chapter will not be there. हम लोग जब थे तो ऐसा कोई chapter ही नहीं था, because at that time this is not so much serious, that the condition of the wastewater or the situation was not that much urgent. But nowadays, yes, it has become a serious one and it is urgent. We have to take some action immediately. Okay. Yes, now continue.
Realizing the urgency of situation on World Water Day on 22nd March 2005, the General Assembly of the United Nations proclaimed the period 2005 to 2015 as the International Decade for Action on Water for Life. All efforts made during this decade aim to reduce by half the number of people who do not have access to safe drinking water. There has been perceptible progress in the direction of the aim, but still there is a lot to achieve.
Yes. So is it clear? So the 22nd of March every year that we celebrate as World Water Day, and a
Ma'am, World
span
Water Day.
of 10 years as an international decade. Decade, you know what do you mean by decade?
Ma'am, 10
Ma'am, the
years.
period of 10 years is called
A
decade.
time of
Ma'am, the
10
period of 10
years.
years.
So this 10-year tenure, that is at the international decade for action on water for life, and it has been made some effort so that those people, those who are not getting pure water, they can have. So some facilities have been done, have been taken care, some steps have been taken, and as a result, yes, some improvement has taken place. Okay, now Harsh, read.
Okay, ma'am. Cleaning of water is a process of removing pollutants before it enters a water body or is ma'am, what is this written? Ma'am,
What
body
is
or
it?
is
Memory used.
Ma'am,
Reuse.
reused.
Reused.
reused?
Reuse means फिर से उसको use करना. So cleaning of water is a process of removing, as I told you, that we have to reuse or recycle water. So it is a process of removing the pollutants before it enters any water body, or it is reused. मतलब कोई water body में इसको फेंकना है और इसको reuse करना है. Before that we have to make it free from pollutant, make it clean. Okay. Yes. Now continue, Harsh.
This process of water waste treatment is commonly known as sewage treatment. It takes place in several stages.
Takes place in several
Ma'am, what
stages.
is serval?
Means what is?
Ma'am, what is